Hi, my name's Ash Pocket Rocket Uddin. I'm the head Muay Thai coach at London Shootfighters in West London. This is Jeff, and today we're going to work on a combination going from inside to outside. What I mean by that is most combinations, if you think of any of your favorite combinations, most combinations go from outer range through long range, through mid range, through elbow range, and then into clinch range, and then stop. In this case, we're actually going to work backwards. So we're going to get in from knee range and go back out into kick range. So I'm going to show you how this is done. We're going to do this using a rear knee and then followed by a kick. But we're actually going to do a little switch shuffle going backwards, right? So I'm just going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to do it in a combination. So from here, we're going to throw a knee, and then from this position with the leg in the air, we're going to switch. Stay there. So we're going to switch and go backwards. Okay, so from here, I get in range, I land a knee, and then I switch and I throw that kick. Okay, one more time. So now I'm going to do it with a combination. So I'm here, I work my way in, boom. I've thrown the knee, my partner wants to grab me, boom. I switch back and I throw the kick. One more time. So from here, I work my way in, boom, boom. There's my knee, switch, and then kick. Okay, so if we do it from the other way, it should look like this. So I work my way in, there. So now I'm in mid-range, boom, switch back, throw the rear kick. One more time. Here's the knee, mid-range, switch, and you throw the kick. Okay, so we're actually going in range, landing that mid-range shot, but instead of getting caught up in the clinch against a taller opponent, we're actually going to switch back before that and land a nice counter to the ribs. So from here, boom, I land the knee, switch, and I get a free kick. Okay, so now we're going to do the same technique, but we're going to do it off the lead knee. So I'm going to take it from this position. So you've managed to get in, you've thrown that lead knee, and now what we're going to do is switch back, boom, and throw the kick into the liver. So one more time. So you've landed in, you've thrown that knee, boom, switch back and kick. Okay, so I'll do it with an actual combination. So I've landed my combination, boom, switch knee. My partner goes to grab me, boom, I switch back before the grab. As soon as I deliver the knee, I want to switch, okay? So what we're not doing is knee in, stepping down, you're going to get grabbed. So we're actually going to switch back from this position. So I land the knee, boom, and then from here, grab, switch. It's grabbing me like Scooby-Doo. So I'm going to throw the knee, yeah, switch back, and then throw that kick into the liver, okay? We'll do it from the other angle. Okay, so from here, throw my switch knee, switch back, land that kick. Okay, one more time. Boom, switch knee, boom. Okay, and again. So I go in, knee, grabs, boom, switch, and you landed that liver shot. Okay, we're gonna work on a nice heavy low kick. So this is probably what you guys are used to. So your opponent's standing here, we want to really chop into that leg. So we're going to jump up, boom, and land all of our body weight into that kick, okay? But we're going to do this on the retreat. So from here, the motion that we're going to do is actually, instead of jumping forwards into the kick, we're actually going to jump backwards instead, boom, and land the kick. We're still leaning into it, okay? So from here, my partner comes forwards, boom, and I jump back and I throw the kick, okay? With this one here, it's probably going to be a bit more effective if initially when your opponent charges forwards, you shuffle back and then you land the kick, okay? If, from experience, if you try and do it as soon as you notice them coming forwards, boom, okay, they're probably going to land that punch or probably going to get in range. So don't rush this technique. Shuffle back if you need to make a space, and then boom, once they're chasing you and the weight's on that leg, you can just land in that heavy low kick. So we'll do it from the other angle. Okay, so from here, my partner decides to come forward, so one more time. here, I shuffle back, boom, and then I kick. If you're a little bit too close to the ropes, you're away from the center of the ring, you can actually shuffle that way. So from here, boom. Okay, if you do that, if your opponent doesn't change direction, you can go for the back of the knee instead. So I'll show you that. The partner's coming in, boom, got a nice kick to the back of the knee. One more time. So from here, he comes forwards, boom. Okay, and you can also use that to cover ground by changing guard. So from here, shuffle, kick, step down, boom, and then you're in mid-range. Okay, so one more time. He's in long range, or you're actually in outer range. Shuffle forwards, boom, step down, boom, and now you're in mid-range. Okay, so we have we're going to use the same scenario, same situation. We have an aggressive opponent, taller opponent, rushing forwards in a straight line. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go southpaw and then step in and allow your opponent to walk into your shot. So this is the actual motion. Stay there one sec. So we're just going to shuffle back, step back, go southpaw, and then I'm going to use my lead leg, stepping across 45 degrees, boom, and then land that straight counter left either to the head or to the body in a straight line. So I'll show you the motion again. Stay there. We're going to shuffle back, step, and then a slight step just to get your head off the line, bang, and then cracking that left right down the middle. So in practice it should look like this. You've got an opponent that's chasing, here, boom. Okay, one more time. So he's broken, he's rushing forward, step back, either to the body or from here, shuffle, step, boom, or to the head. Okay, so I'll show you off the other angle. So here, my opponent comes forward, shuffle, change guard, boom, get your head off the line. Remember to keep this hand up, because from here you've got the spinning back elbow or the back fist. All right, one more time. So he breaks forwards, make your space, boom. From here, you're in mid-range, so you can counter quite easily. So one more time, shuffle, change guard, boom, boom, knee. So you've gone there from outer range into mid-range. Okay, so this one here, we're actually going to allow our partner to get into mid-range and close that distance. So we're actually going to shuffle back, and then we're going to change guard and then stop and then step in. So if you do this correctly, especially if your opponent's kind of blind with anger and they're rushing forwards aggressively trying to get that knockout, we're going to basically stop and allow them to walk into the rear elbow, either the upward elbow or the spear elbow. Okay, so from here, my partner is rushing forward. From here, so I do it slowly. So I shuffle back, change guard, let him come in, boom, and then I throw my counter elbow up through the middle. Okay. Now with this one, it's very important to make sure when you step back, if you look where my head is, we need to take our head off that line, right there, and then land our counter right down the middle. What we don't want to do is step back and then walk into potentially his lead elbow. Okay, so that's very important. I'll show you again. So from here, he comes forward, I step back, boom, right. The hand's gone right past me, I've landed that elbow. From here, you can get into the clinch, knee. Okay, I'll show you from the other way. Okay, from here, my opponent rushes forwards, I change guard, and I step in, up. From here, you've got the elbows, knees, or you can just get into the clinch. But you need to make sure your head, when you step back, when you throw that counter elbow, your head comes off that center line. Okay, you don't want to do this. Come forwards, step back, and then step in, potentially here, slightly off the line with the lead foot, and then step in with that rear. So one more time, from here. Step back, boom, knee. Hope you guys enjoyed those tutorials. Hope you guys found them useful. If you want more information on myself, just search for me on social media, Ash Pocket Rocket. Or if you want more details on the gym, just search for LondonShootfighters.com in West London. On behalf of us and Warrior Collective, thanks for having us.